Hey guys, I need for you to check this out, man. I just ran across the best deal I could run across. You know, the best dog I ran across in my life. You know, this dog can do tricks. This dog is the best protection dog. You know, just sits in front of the TV, don't do anything, don't destroy anything, not a destructive dog. This dog is great with the family. You know, the kids love him. I can't wait to have puppies off of this dog. This dog is at stud. You know, this dog is at stud for $1,500 if you're looking for good puppies with your dog. And I say all that to say this, my brothers and sisters. All this is a piece of paper. Let's get to the dogs. Now I'm out here with the pups, letting them play in the field for the first time. Cornbread is the lighter of the two. Get that puppy. Get that puppy. Man, I told y'all about the weather. And man, has it switched up. I told y'all down south when it turned 50 degrees, we feel like it's freezing, man. It's 56 out here right now. You know, it's 56 and feel like we're gonna have a early winter, man. Y'all stay warm out there. Right now I'm playing with Cornbread and the other pup ain't named yet. This their first time out here in this field. Cornbread, get it? That's Cornbread with the rag right now. Like I said, man, I'm just letting these dogs get some sunlight. Some of that good sunlight. I appreciate everybody that got one of these puppies off this litter. I think you'll fare great with these dogs. Get that puppy. Get that puppy. Get it, God. Cornbread. Get it, Cornbread. Get it, Cornbread. Good puppies. Good puppies. Yes. 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 Get it, Cornbread. Get it, Cornbread. 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 When you take care of your dogs, You know, give them fresh food, fresh water, have them adequate shelter, clean up around them, you know, and understand they're not just a pig pen. Then you can come out here and enjoy your dogs. You know, you don't gotta hide. I keep telling my brothers and sisters every day, you know, why hide with these dogs? These dogs are made to work, you know, made to walk down the street with your head up, proud that you got your pit bull, not running hide, feel like you're selling some dope, feel like you're doing something illegal because you got a pit bull. Salute to all my real dog lovers out there, man. Salute to all the real dog lovers out there. Cornbread, you want your 5 minutes of fame? Got old cornbread right here. You know, like I told y'all, brothers and sisters, we turn them to stars. We ain't about all the scars. K9s. Like I said, let's get into the show.
I want to move forward.
You want to move forward today without having reviewed anything that they're going to file with the court.
I want to move forward.
You want to move forward today without having reviewed anything that they're going to file with the court.
What do you want to say about how your dogs were treated?
Hey, listen, I want to be treated fairly. Sure.
I am a dog lover. I am a dog lover. I am a dog lover. Glad I came too. So I wanted to see your tired loser.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a punk. You're a punk.
I know.
Little. Is that what you do? Huh? Come on, dog. Come on, let's fight. So I can wear a new shirt.
Every black
Yeah, you're
family
a.
don't fight dogs.
Really? I have to. You're a.
Every black guy with pit bulls don't fight
No,
dogs.
don't start making this racial. You're just a puke. Non-dependent on color. You're a puke.
Every
Piece
black
of
guy with pit bulls.
Piece of right here. Dog killer.
Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn it G. All by his bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn it G. All by his bread. Now bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm first green ballin', trying to get my bread long. You know the game gone and my mind been blown. Different decision that I done made got me fucked up now. Still gon' thug the life I'm living, still gon' hold this shit down. Every day of my life, yeah, nigga chasing cheese. And I'm saying niggas should be around there, won't see you off your feet. My mama been doing bad, but I ain't going into that. I done picked that girl up when I caught my first package. I be damn. Me and my people hurting for something for a lick. That shit happened, the next man ain't getting nothing. Faded the root of evil, and that's my damn best friend. And I put that on my life, ain't nobody gon' fuck with him. You try to jam it, yeah, that ass getting chalk. Trying to serve, ain't got no business on my block, I bet you're getting chalk. Now either way you try to fuck with my partner, don't believe that ass getting chalk. Now what's this gonna be?
Welcome back to the channel. PBK9's Dog TV and News, giving it to you like I always do. Like I always tell my brothers and sisters, this the dog channel that's going to give you the news, that's going to give you the dog talk, that's going to give you the dog TV, anything and whatever it got to do with dogs, health-wise, exercise, whatever. Big salute and big shout out to all the dog lovers from one side of the world to the other, from the top of the Canada to the bottom of South America. Big salute to all the dog lovers, man. Everybody take care of them dogs, doing what they got to do to provide for them dogs. But at the end of the day, got a little bit of news today, a little bit of dog talk. We're gonna talk about a few things, and a little bit of dog health as well. You know, I do want to say, got that PBK9 merch coming for anybody that want them. Some gonna like it, some ain't shirt. Hit your boy up. Don't hit me up tonight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting you know what's coming. And if you don't want this design and you'd rather have the game dog picture in the middle, let me know. And also, let me show you. With this shirt, you can get it like this, where it says some gonna like it and some ain't. With the PBK up under the bottom, you see PBK up under the bottom, or I can change it to your kennel where to say TBK or whatever your initials is. I can put your initials right here and still have the same slogan. Some gonna like it, some ain't at the top. And I can also change the dog to the game dog picture. You know what I'm talking about. But just let you know, man, that PBK9 merch is in the building. Holla at your boy. Got them in all colors, all sizes, doing it how we got to do it. It is what it is, Big salute and big shout out to them dog lovers and all the folk that rocking with the Bay. Hit that like button up if you haven't hit it yet, or before you get up out of here, and go ahead and hit it right now, so in case you forget, before you get up out of here. I do want to say, anybody who gets a puppy from me in the past or get a puppy from me in the future, I do free advertisement. Anytime you need your dog advertised in some way or another, if I'm on social media, just let me know. Free advertisement with all the litters. It don't make no difference which litter it is. If you got it from PBK9s, that's one thing that you got when you pay for your dog. Free advertisement throughout the videos if you want advertisement. So just let me know. It's not, and I know a lot of y'all dogs are puppies, so I'm not speaking about today. I'm speaking about 6, 7, 8 months from now, 9, 10 months from now, a year from now, a year and a half. If you need free advertisement and you got the puppy off, some of them dogs that we got, holla at your boy, PBK9s, and I want to touch on this topic as well. The reason I didn't do the Charleston White video for the animal cruelty, for one, it's an old charge. He did something to revoke his bond, and you know how they go when they lock you up for an old charge. When they do your bond, they put you back up. They're like, you just got locked up for it. So what happened with him happened in 2023 with him macing a cat, and they don't even got him actually macing it. They got him saying he maced it, So rather me just running, just to grab something, I did a little research and seen what was what. So being that it happened in 2023, I wasn't reporting on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't report no old news on nobody else, and so I'm not gonna start it. Everything I'm doing is up to date. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so y'all hit that like button up. Like I said, y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. We're gonna get into a little bit of this dog talk, and then we got some news to cover. Now, before I get into that dog talk, man, I kind of got in on my ladies a few weeks back when we was talking about different little accessories you add. You want a real brother, but everything about you is fake. Your butt, your breasts, your eyes, your lashes, your hair. I got in on my ladies. But then, when it comes to these fellas, you so worried about the streets. Half y'all brothers ain't taking care of your kids. You more worried about what's going on in the streets. Worrying about what your homie doing ain't worrying about what your child doing. Yeah, that's how it's going, man. That's how it's going. These brothers press to learn. They press to make a brother feel like they street. They live by the street codes, this and that. He ain't spending not one time one bit of time with their children. But it is what it is, man. Let's keep this thing going on to the dog talk. I just had to throw one back out there for them ladies, man. Just had to throw one back out there for them ladies. You know, now I will say this, you know, big shout out to all the groups on Facebook, you know, all the dog groups. I'm gonna say this, I done got kicked out of another one. You know, I done got kicked out of another one. But I'm gonna tell y'all boys with them dog groups something. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you gotta kick me out, go ahead and kick me out. I understand the guidelines and all that type of stuff. You know, so if you gotta kick me out, go ahead and kick me out. I ain't gonna be mad at you. I ain't gonna talk trash. I just ain't gonna bite my tongue for whatever I gotta say when I gotta say it in that particular group. If you decide to kick me out, it is what it is. A lot of times, what I don't like is when you kick me out, but you leave my post up there for people to comment and they talking, but I can't respond to it. See, I call that feminine activity. You know, that's real feminine traits. You know what I'm saying? You'll kick a brother out, but yet you'll leave my comment up there, and then you got the same person who I was arguing with commenting, and I can't comment back. You know, but it's all good. Like I said, kick me out every time you got to kick me out. You know, hard feelings. I'm going to say what I want to say, do what I want to do. I ain't going by your guidelines. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it just is what it is. So I had to throw that out there, you know. But let's get into a little bit of this news, man, and we're going to jump back into that dog talk. You know, we got a man arrested for dog fighting, explosives, and all other kind of stuff, you know. I had to hurry up and give this dog, I really wasn't going to bring the news out today, but I had to hurry up and give this news before this news become old news. And like I said, I like to give it to you when it's fresh on the press. We got a brother locked up for dog fighting, explosive, guns, drugs, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to give it to you. PBK9s, raw and uncut, fair and unbiased. Let's go.
Clear Lake man arrested for possession of illegal weapons and explosives. Animal cruelty. Lake County News reports posted on Thursday, October 10, 2024, 2:38. October 10, 2024. Explosives and firearms seized during a warrant service in Kelseyville, California, on Tuesday, October 8, 2024. Photo courtesy of the Lake County Sheriff's Office, Lake County, Calif. A report this week of a dog fight led to the arrest of a Clear Lake man for possession of illegal guns and explosives and animal cruelty. Jesse Adams, 26, was taken into custody during the course of the investigation, the Lake County Sheriff's Office reported. On Tuesday at approximately 9:30 p.m., deputies responded to the area of Chippewa Trail and Fairway Drive in the Kelseyville Riviera due to reports of a possible dog fight, a subject yelling for help, and the report of a gunshot. When they arrived, deputies contacted a neighbor who said that they could hear what sounded like a dog fight in the adjacent backyard and someone screaming for help. They then heard what sounded like a gunshot. Deputies contacted the resident of the neighbor, Adams, and were told that there was a dog fight between his girlfriend's dogs, but he did not have a gun or fire a shot. While investigating the report of the gunshot, deputies located a large amount of blood near the sliding door leading to the backyard. This discovery prompted further investigation into the residence to ensure no injured people or animals needed assistance. Deputies located a handgun in plain view inside the residence, which was registered to Adams, as well as a dog that appeared to be actively bleeding, with blood surrounding the left side of its face and head. The injuries appeared to be related to the dog fight that occurred earlier in the evening. These discoveries prompted deputies to request a search warrant. The search warrant was authored and signed, the sheriff's office said. While searching the residence, deputies found an AR-15 style rifle with several illegal modifications, 3 Glock-style magazines, a 90-round AR-15 style magazine, 3 30-round AR-15 style magazines, a large quantity of 12-gauge, 9mm and .22 LR cartridges. Deputies also found a large quantity of Dragon's Breath 12-gauge cartridges, which produce a stream of 5,000-degree burning metal particles over 400-plus feet when fired. Multiple explosives were also located within the residence, including 8 half-stick firecrackers and a large quantity of tannerite. During the initial investigation, the dog's owner returned to the residence and told deputies they would seek immediate medical attention for the injured animals. Deputies arrested Adams on charges of possession of illegal firearms, illegal firearm storage, possession of illegal explosives, and cruelty to animals. Adams was transported and booked into the Hill Road Correctional Facility. Authorities said this is an ongoing investigation. Anyone with information related to this case is asked to call them.
See, a lot of the times we don't think about, we have all these different things at our house or on our property, and we don't think about if this happened, will I get in trouble for this? Maybe nobody wouldn't know about this, but if this happened because I got this, will this lead to that? We don't think about that a lot of the times. We just stack all this stuff up. You got tannerite, all explosives, this and that, and man, listen here, all at one place. But like I said, I'm just here to give you that news. We're going to keep it moving, keep it moving. I want to send my prayers and my condolences to everybody we lost in the hurricanes, both hurricanes. Hope y'all getting some help out there, because when we look at the news, we see that the government is failing to do their job. Once again, when it comes to these people and these storms, and word in the streets is they're doing that in North Carolina for that lithium. That's word in the streets, that the government is trying to destroy in that Asheville area to get the lithium out the ground. But I don't know how true that is, brothers. If I'm speaking on it, my channel might be gone speaking on that lithium. That's how deep it is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't know, man. When them folk want something, when they want your land, when they want your property and all that, it's just mighty funny how these storms come do it. I tell you every day, my brothers and sisters who I went to school with from out there in the country areas, we call it Bucksport, never, ever, ever, ever flooded. 2024, in the last 10, 15 years, start building up. They be wanting these folk property. They be wanting to take stuff. Now, look at Bucksport. Every year they have a hurricane. It's flooding, it's flooding, it's flooding, it's flooding. It ain't flooding for no reason. It's flooding for the same reason they flood Katrina for. I'm not saying that they made the storm come. I'm saying when you see the perfect opportunity, you take it. That's what I'm saying. You think them folk lying when they say they heard them dams explode in Katrina? Perfect opportunity to stop the killing, to stop the drugs, stop everything, because them boys running in New Orleans. Give it a new start is what some folk may be saying, how it was supposed to go. Now you got the lithium in the ground. All of a sudden, hurricane never hit that Greenville, South Carolina, Spartanburg, that Asheville, North Carolina, that West Coast. All these years, hurricane never bothered them folk. Just this year, hurricanes coming through the Gulf. Normally they come up on our side from the South Carolina, Georgia, Florida side, on the East Coast side, and North Carolina, and bear up the coast. These folk playing with the weather, they playing with the ozone and all that other stuff, man, and it's screwing everything up. And when they want your property, they take it. I don't know who running it. I just know what the word in the streets is. They want that lithium out them batteries. And them folk up there in Asheville got it. I heard the last time I looked at that news, I'm going to get back to the dog thing in a minute, you know what I'm saying? The last time I looked at the news article, it said 80-some people had passed away in North Carolina, right? From a hurricane. Man, I don't know never in my lifetime have that many people passed away in a hurricane. Never in my lifetime. This was something catastrophic. And where's the government at helping these people? They too busy worried about elections. Who gonna get elected? Lying there. Both of them lying. Both parties lying. Democratic and Republican. You know what I'm saying? When these folk out here dying, these folk out here ain't got nowhere to go. If they was real, genuine people that cared about the people, they'll work together and come out here and help the people, not just walk around and make a political statement. Just to say, we've been down here. Man, help folk. You talking about you giving folk in North Carolina $700 checks in that Asheville area, in that mountain area, $700 FEMA checks, and over half of them people say they ain't getting no money. But I guess that just look good on the TV. We should never have to worry about no money, even none of that type of stuff. All the money we give the countries overseas, we give Ukraine and Israel all the money, and now we jammed up in hurricanes and problems, and we can't take care of our own folk. So we can, but that's just part of the keeping the poor poor and keeping the rich rich. That's just part of the whole process. You know? And like I said, I'm gonna get into the dog stuff, man. But I just gotta get to it because we speaking about them hurricanes. We got a dog here. You know, the dog survived, the family did. You know, I'm gonna give y'all that video like I always do. PBK9s, fair and uncut, raw and unbiased. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
So just cut me off when you need to cut me off at some point. He got Benji!
Hold on. Stay back.
He got Benji! Oh my goodness. Can I see the dog?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Good morning, and I cannot believe I am starting this right now with some happy news. Look at this pile of debris right over here to my left-hand side. About 2 seconds ago, we just pulled out this little tiny dog named Benji, who has been missing now since last night. His owners were actually in that mobile home right back there. That's where they lived. Unfortunately, though, I can tell you, the reason why Benji ran away and was found in the debris next door is because his owners, unfortunately, are among the victims. You know, I spoke to others who rode out the storm in this area. They described the debris, their homes just shattered to pieces.
Yes, sir, man. Just a sad situation. Now, let's talk about these dogs. You know, let's talk about these dogs. We're going to get into a little tent talk. Before we get into that tent talk, I'm going to say this. You know, let's talk about yard tours and talk about accountability. And let's just be real and go back and forth, right? Check it out. Let me ask y'all brothers a question. Because, see, we can say we don't do yard tours because brothers will come back and steal. That's one of the main reasons, but not the main reason. You know, if stealing is not the main reason, then I'm about to give you the main reason. It's called accountability. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm talking about, right? Yard tours. Yard tours are only made for dog men, right? Brothers who got dogs, brothers who want to inquire about the dogs that the brother that they on his yard. You know, you want to check his dogs out, so you're doing a yard tour, and you're not going to check his dogs out if you don't got your own dogs or you trying to start in the dogs or something. Okay, boom. Now, my thing is, and this happens more often than none. He don't talk about it. He, like I said before, it ain't my fault. It ain't your fault. Now, I'm not worried about you stealing it. But what happens when you bring parvo in my yard? You know, what happens when you walk through my yard and you bring parvo to my yard? Because a lot of y'all don't take parvo as serious as you're supposed to. You don't take Cox Cities as serious as you're supposed to. When we was dealing with Crossroad, he made us take our shoes off before we came in his house. Not because the carpet and all that type of stuff. You know, it wasn't nothing that had nothing to do with that. It was when you bringing the stuff from your dog yard to my dog yard, stuff that you can't see that's on your shoes. All kind of airborne viruses and bacteria, whatever you got at your house. You know, and just so happened you got Cox City is there. You know, parvo there. Now, my dog start dying of parvo, and I step back to you like, yo, you got any dogs with parvo in your yard? First thing you gonna say is no. It's called accountability. You're gonna say, no, you don't got it, knowing you got it. So I should have left you where you was at, shouldn't have let you come on my yard because everybody don't take parvo and Cox Cities serious. You'll leave right off your yard knowing you got Cox Cities and go to a dog man yard, want to look and laugh and with the same shoes on. You know, see, I got a pair of universal shoes that I use. You want to walk around? You put these on. They one size fit all. You know what I'm saying? You can't fit them. It just you gotta walk with your socks on there. You know, one size fit all. And that way I know when you walking on this yard, you only gonna be stepping. If I got parvo, then it's only gonna be what I had already. You know, whatever Cox Cities I got, what I had already. I don't have to worry about you bringing it. You know, because at the end of the day, that yard tour can lead to a whole lot more things than you stealing something. Everybody not worried about you stealing, but everybody don't take care of their dogs the same manner, but everybody love these dogs, and everybody don't mind walking around looking at them. Now, you don't walk around and look at 30 or 40 of my dogs. Now you spread parvo around to everything. Yeah, you went and spent some money. Now you went and spent money, but I got to spend 18 times more than that. And I'm going to lose dogs. And you're not going to take the rap for what happened. Now, it's not saying 100% that it came from you. Could have came from me. You know, something I could have accumulated. But I'm just saying, we don't think about those type of things when we think about yard tours. Real dog man do. Real dog man do, but you know, your brothers who just talking yard tours all the time, and I'm not speaking to no particular person, but brothers who just talk about yard tours, you want to see this, you want to see that. That's what I'm talking about. You know, how many brothers gonna stroll all that stuff around your yard? Your shoes look good, but they got parvo, an unseen virus on them. Cox City is on them. Now I can't figure out, you know, everything was going straight. All of a sudden, things change up. It's because you got a brother who came from Cox Cities, who came from Parvo, but won't acknowledge it, you know, not going to acknowledge it. Destroyed your yard because of a yard tour. Too much to risk, man. Like I always say, the risk is more than the reward. What am I getting? You gonna buy one dog? But I'm risking putting all my dogs at risk because these brothers don't keep up with their health for their dogs. We done seen that already. You know, we done seen it. Some gonna like it, some ain't, man. Like I said, holler at your boy if you want that merch. All colors. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It is what it is. Now, you know, we done established brothers ain't gonna tell you when they got Parvo in the Cox Cities. You know what I'm saying? We done established that. Now, let me ask you this. Let's talk real quick about that tent real quick. Because I made the video and I called out brothers' names in my puppies. You know, the Big John stuff, Mr. Chavis stuff, Mr. Burns stuff. And brother say, why I didn't say nothing about tent? I mean, let me ask you a question. And we're going to talk here without, and I'm going to speak to you, you know, and you got to understand before I start speaking, I speak with passion sometimes, I speak loudly sometimes, and I'm not talking aggressive. I'm not talking with attitude to you. You know, I'm just explaining something, you know. Nothing tent, talking about tent can't make me mad, you know, but I just don't want you to get the wrong picture, you know. Now, why would I name or why would I give Tant props, my brother? You know, let me hip you on something. I don't care if you're older than me. Why would I give David Tant props? Why would I give him props? You know, that defeats the purpose of what the story the man gave us, whether the man was lying or telling the truth. You know, why would I give him props? See, why would I give a brother props who like we say, a lot of y'all brothers think y'all went to the yard. A lot of y'all brothers didn't go to David Tant yard. You went to other yards. If you went to Tant yard, you should be able to call out certain dogs that you've seen. You know, and back in them days, if a brother allowed you to come on his yard, he would have showed you his dogs. You would have seen Yellow. You would have seen Bob. You would have seen Triple A. You would have seen all these dogs. If you didn't see these dogs, who yard was you on? You know, then say you didn't deal with Tant. You know, but he's no brother to be out here trying to give props to in the dog game. Why would I give props to a brother in the dog game who put a rubber band on a great dog man nuts because you having a disagreement about the dog and you cause his dog to can't have puppies no more? Why would I give him props? I tell y'all brothers all the time, you got to stop being starstruck. You know what I'm saying? These folk is regular folk just like you is. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't moving accordingly, if they ain't moving with respect, if they don't respect you, why the hell is you trying to get out here and respect them? Folk, that's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you're not the type of person that was treating people like somebody, everybody like somebody, not just certain people like somebody, why need to get up here and give you your props? Like I said, we got them yellow dogs. What the hell we need them for? You know? The hell with them. Give him props for what? All the bad breedings he made. Would give him props for what? Taking Red Devil and making them to another Red Devil and taking that one and making it to another Red Devil so them boys Pit Island them can get their dog. Now, I had to take this back because I'm about to make a statement, so I want to make it clear. I said 3 Red Devils just now. Nope, Red Devil was stole. Pit Island them got that Thug and Thor dog off the new Red Devil. You know, off the new Red Devil. But, like I said, it don't matter. The dogs look good. The dogs look great. At this point, all that, it just is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's why would I give a brother props that put the dog game through all that stuff? You know, did more bad to the dog game than he did good to the dog game. You know, that more bad that affects brothers right now today. You know, just because a dog rolled that David Tant gave you, or any brother or sister, just because it rolled, don't mean the pedigree was right. You know, back in them days, you can get anything that rolled. What a lot of y'all need to do is go back and listen to that interview that we got, you know, that we did, the Grand Champion Yellow interview. A lot of brothers say, oh, he said this because he mad, or he said this, or he lying. Listen here, man, believe what you want to believe at the end of the day. You know, believe what you want to believe at the end of the day, but I ain't giving somebody props that don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Your heroes are not my heroes. You know, I find it hard to give folk props that wouldn't invite me in your house to drink a glass of water, or folk that wouldn't let me just sit here and if something was wrong, come over here for safety. You know, I find it hard to give somebody props who only look at me for one thing, a dollar bill. Don't see me as a person. You know, so everybody do what they do when it come to that brother Tant. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got that yellow shit. The hell with Tant. You know, he wasn't breeding it right. He did his breedings. You know what I'm saying? He did his breedings, but at the end of the day, he did a lot of false stuff. And a lot of brothers who out there who right now think they had a lot of yellow stuff, and a lot of brothers had yellow stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers had yellow stuff, but a lot of brothers didn't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all didn't. You were just starstruck when you met the one and only David Tant, and he fucked you over. You know, fucked you over, screwed you over. So now, my brother, I can't give him props. You got to do it on your page or your channel, and then get up there like they always do on YouTube. I mean, Facebook and all that. You think somebody hating on Tom Garner, or they hating on Garner. Listen here, man. When you don't do all this screwed up stuff in the dog game, it don't got to come back on you. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to come back on you. See, y'all like to bring personal stuff into the dog game. Now, has one person said anything personal about Garner or David Tant? I'm talking about in their personal lives that ain't have anything to do with dogs. See, y'all, when y'all go to hating, y'all start worrying about personal stuff. What a man do in his personal lives. But when you talk about what these brothers did in the dog game, y'all get upset. Y'all are getting y'all feelings. Y'all start want to run and tuck your tails like the curs y'all claim y'all don't take care of on a daily. But I know you're feeding them damn curs. You know? Your temperament match it too much, man. Your temperament match it too much. And I've been giving matter of fact, I ain't been giving my brothers and sisters nothing over the past few days. So we about to get into a little bit of dog talk, my brother. You know? A little bit of dog talk. You know, when it comes to that video at the beginning of the video, you know, I don't really got too much to say about that. You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense. What kind of people we dealing with when it comes to mentally, you know what I'm saying? Because Any brother or sister in their right mind, like I said at the beginning of the video, any brother or sister in their right mind will not represent yourself in the courtroom, and then when the judge asks you, do you want to review and go over the evidence that they have against you? You say no, you ready to go. The judge say, you don't want to review this stuff before you go to court. So that's really all I got to say about that. No time to waste on it. You know what I'm saying? Ignorant it is as ignorant does. We worry about these dogs over here, taking care of them and doing the right things with them. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. There's no other way to put it, no other way to say it. Just like with David Tant, man, you had your time. Uh, see, the brothers from back in the days who never screwed nobody over. We always speak highly on them and talk high on them when it comes to these dogs. And nobody's perfect. We hear good stories, bad stories about Mr. Crenshaw. Nobody's perfect. But we don't hear the stories. As of now, we haven't heard the stories that we heard about Tant and the crooked ways. And like I said, nobody's perfect. But when we get these stories, you just gotta handle it how you handle it. Some of y'all brothers gonna go to y'all grave worshiping some of these dog brothers who wouldn't give you the time of the day. Now, I'm convinced that a lot of y'all brothers will go to them Diddy parties. You go up there and swing with the diddler. Yeah, I said it. A lot of y'all brothers will go to them P. Diddy parties, knowing this a P. Diddy party. This after our P. Diddy, the diddler party, when the diddler come out to play. You'll go there for a fucking bloodline. To get you a good bloodline, you'll go give up your ass. I'm convinced of it. Y'all too much on them 30-year brothers, them 40-year-old brothers. I'm convinced. To get you a good tight bred dog, bred the way you like it, you'll go ball with the diddler. I could tell it in your attitudes. I could tell it how you move, the things you say in your videos. I got these brothers gotta show the whole yard, talking about they got curves. Listen here, you can show all the dogs you want to show. But when they out there performing, they running. We don't give a damn about all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about all that other stuff. Yeah, got them showing the whole yard, showing breeding this, breeding that, stealing this, stealing that, doing this, doing that. At the end of the day, it ain't got the dog man that they claim to be. They ain't got that dog man mentality that they claim to have. They don't got it. They washed up and watered down. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Gotta call it how I see it. Fair and uncut, raw and unbiased. Like I always say, fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Man, that's the thing about it, man. That's the thing about it. A lot of these brothers, they like to mention stuff. They like to talk about stuff for kicks, for views. I've been chilling over the past few weeks, you know what I'm saying? Just getting my head together, relaxing, chilling with my family and my folk, doing what I do, taking care of my dogs, posting a little post here and there, and just relaxing. Minding my business. But I'm back to work now. You know what I'm saying? I'm back to work. And I really didn't give too many videos, because I really was just chilling. I wasn't feeling it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was chilling. Don't even go ahead if you're not feeling it right now. I'm on vacation. I took a 2-week vacation, and I still dibbed and dabbed here and there. But I took a 2-week vacation, and I ain't completely off of it yet. I've been working for the last 2 years. I deserve me a 2 or 3 week vacation. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not going to completely disappear. I'm just letting you know I'm taking care of my dogs, doing what I got to do, making sure the brothers and sisters that holler at me about these dogs are satisfied, getting good quality family pets when it comes to introducing and bringing a Pelican Bay hound into your life, into your family. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. Like I said, it's about taking pride in your stock, you know, taking pride in what you got, you know what I'm saying? Uh, taking care of what you got. I pay too much for that dog food. I get out there when I'm aggravated and go take that water, fill them bowls up with food, making sure I walk them when time to time, when I don't feel like walking sometime. Y'all boys that came up here, man. Y'all done stole so much from these brothers in the dog community. You done stole their dogs. You done stud their dogs and try to bully them out. Coors, kennels. You know, y'all done stole magazine money. Y'all done stole like ideas and brothers be having great ideas in the dog community, you know, and then they know brothers be thinking about this type of stuff and they go jip you out your money. You know what I'm saying? Giving you dogs that already got diseases. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man, how brothers be running the railroad on females, uh, trying to hit brothers in the weak area, thinking your females don't know much about the dog, so I'm gonna make brothers go through the females to purchase their dogs. You know what I'm saying? It's just wicked out here in this dog game, man. What I'm looking at, I looked at one brother, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not talking no trash, brother. You know, you will disrespect or disrespecting brothers for walking around doing their dog stuff with flip flops on. You know, like what is the dog community coming to? That's why y'all dogs not up to par. You worry about everything else besides what kind of dogs and what your dog's doing. But you claim you worrying about what your dog's doing, but you ain't worried about what your dog's doing. You worrying about what that man look like. You know what I'm saying? If the man, listen, I wear flip flops sometimes. You know, I wear it sometimes. But if a man want to wear flip flops through his yard, you can't take nothing from him as a dog, man. Are you serious? You had to been joking when you said that. You know, had to been joking. But I'm just telling brothers, man, listen, in this dog game, one thing we always got to remember, my older brothers, in this dog game, you got millions of people from the ages of 13 on up in the 80s and 90s that may be speaking to you through these chats and on these message boards and on these Facebooks. This brother might be talking about dogs and he's 15. Believe me, I done seen it already. These brothers take control over their daddy's Facebook and all that stuff, and they get in there typing this and that, and they be number 10 years old. You know? Done seen it. So we got to keep all that stuff in mind. You know, a lot of these brothers who make these comments sometimes, and it just seems so dumb that why is it even in this group? Why are real dog men even commenting on this shit? Because sometimes, man, it's a 14-year-old comment. Or just a old man who he just you know what I'm saying? You know, you just have to pay attention to it, man. This dog game, you know, and these brothers, they get mad because they ain't selling no puppies. You know, we all sell puppies. Let's just get this thing clear, right? You know, every man who got pit bulls, your desire is to sell puppies off your dog. I don't care who you is, you know, unless you got all private stock. But if you got any dogs for sale, your desire is to sell dogs to people. Now, I don't care who you is out there in this pit bull game. If you tell me you don't desire, if you selling dogs to somebody, you don't desire to sell your dogs to people at will or great dog people at will. You see, hate comes from all different ways in this dog game. You know what I'm saying? Instead of brothers concentrating on trying to build a brand, trying to get rid of your stock, having proven stock, because I'm going to speak on that as well. It's a difference, you know, than selling these dogs that say, oh, this a pure this kind of dog, this a pure that kind of dog, and the only thing you know about the dog is from 30, 40 years ago. then the brother selling pure, then the brother selling proven stock, you know. But we'll get back to that, man. We'll get back to that, you know what I'm saying? It just so many different kind of brothers out here when it comes to these dogs, man. And like I always say, the statements that you make, the responses that you make, the hate or the love, you can always tell, certain brothers. You know what I'm saying? You can always tell certain brothers. Like I want to say this, and I'm gonna say this now, and I'm gonna say it now. You get mad, you don't like it, so be it. Some gonna like it, some ain't. You know what I'm saying? Now, to any of my white brothers, if you got mad because what I told my black brothers 2 weeks ago, that something ain't right in the pudding, I'm gonna tell you like that. If you got mad because I told all my black brothers something 2 weeks ago, and any of my white brothers, you felt any kind of way about that, something ain't right. Because I clearly told you that I was speaking to them. Because this had nothing to do with you. Because this conversation is something that you would never hear. Ever, ever, ever hear. But the only way I can get it out is to speak to them across the web, through the masses, across it, the internet, where I can reach more than one person at a time. See, this is the in-the-house talk that you would have never heard, so you shouldn't be getting mad about that. Like I said, any of my brothers, my white brothers, they got mad about that video I did 2 weeks ago. You might need to go back and reevaluate yourself. Because all I'm telling brothers is take pride in your own stock. Take pride in yourself. And when the brother do that, don't stand in that brother way. Why can't, instead of y'all brothers, every time you see a brother taking pride in his own stock, Pelican Bay K9 is taking pride in his own stock. Big Country Kennels taking pride in his own stock. You know what I'm saying? The next brother taking pride in his own stock. Instead of you trying to put a brick in his way, a wall in the way, won't you put a stepping stone, where you can help a brother rise, achieve what he's trying to achieve, do what he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe other doors will open up for the next brother. But y'all don't think like that. You don't think like that. Y'all pocket counters. You're just like these motherfuckers in Conway. Conway dudes, y'all pocket counters. That's all y'all ever been. Counting pockets, counting pockets. And talking about what the next man doing. And hating on a brother for a piece of skims. Hating on a brother for a piece of ass. Y'all Conway boys good for that. Hating on a brother for a piece of ass. You'll tell a girl anything to get between her legs about another brother. Then when you get around him, it's all hunky-dories and smiles and all that. Yo, big salute to all my real folk out there, man. All my real ladies and all my real gents out there, man. You rocking with the Bay tonight. We just getting this thing warmed back up. Like I tell you, I've been on a vacation, a week and a half. I told myself, I maxed myself out to the limit as 3 weeks to a month. 3 weeks to a month. But right now I feel like talking. You know what I'm saying? Right now I feel like talking. My brother. Listen, Bubba Max, man, why you keep playing with me? When I say playing with me, playing with my slogans and stuff like that, man. Listen, why all y'all West Coast boys want to take up a buck? That's how I know y'all ain't no true bulldoggers over there. A lot of y'all ain't never seen the stuff that you claim you seen. You read it in the book. And I ain't talking about you, Buck. I'm talking about a lot of the West Coast bulldoggers. They bulldog over there, but a lot of y'all roll and jump sides just because a brother on the West Coast and not because he a good dog, man. This dude is a shithole. And you want to ride with him because he from the West Coast instead of riding with the real dog, man. So that's why we play you like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with it. Some gonna like it, some ain't, big dog. Keep that stuff on that West side. We talking Carolina politics, bulldogging. From Florida to Georgia to VA to North Carolina, Tennessee. Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas. But check this out, right? Texas is a big state. But I'm going to tell you right now, boy, look here, man. We don't got to leave off the East Coast back in them days. Back in them days, I told y'all we ain't got to leave out of South Carolina, But just imagine, East Coast. Imagine me having to leave off the freaking East Coast to find a good bulldog show or to say, oh, my dog's valid. My dog's valid. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. You know, come on, man. Come on. Like I said, man, anytime y'all boys want to step up and come up on a live, you're always welcome to. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. We keep it 100 with this dog stuff. We get that dog talk, the dog news. So now my question to you, Bubba Max, is, you know, how serious should I take you when you clinging on to Buck City? You know, how serious can I even take you? You know, because no real dog man to do that. No real dog man to do it. Now, like I told y'all, brothers, that's the trend that I pay attention. I really pay attention. I see a lot, y'all boys stick together on the West Coast just because they from the West Coast. We stick together on this side because we real bulldoggers. That's why I speak with the confidence I speak with. Because when y'all go represent for them brothers because they from the West Coast and they didn't leave you for dry. You know, they leave you for dry with no bulldog talk and no credentials, no nothing to talk about. But like I said, man, y'all boys just getting milk around y'all mouth. Holla at me, man. When you doing this thing like I'm doing it, PBK9, Dog Talking News, man. Let's keep this thing going. You know. Now, I seen brothers, you know, also make this statement on Facebook. You know, all right. And I'm gonna ask y'all, brothers, something. When it comes to the real American game dogs, right? The real American Pit Bull Terrier. Would y'all agree that at least 75% of these dogs are coming from the same dogs? That all goes down to the same dogs? Will y'all agree with me with that? Or you think that's not right? That at least 75% of these dogs, real game dogs, come from the same dogs. And I'm talking about going all the way back. You got to go back to Mr. Colby and way back in the days. You know, that's the dogs I'm talking about. Would you agree that at least 75% of these dogs come from them dogs? I'm going to give y'all a few seconds, you know, to make your mind up, because I know some of y'all smoking on that icky. Might take you a little second to think, you know what I'm saying? But 75% of these dogs come from the same 5, 10, 15 dogs. You know, if we want to make that many. And then the further we go back, they're coming from 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs. You know? Now, if we can agree on that, 75% of these dogs came from the same dogs. Y'all know where I'm getting at. You know where I'm getting at. How we get so many different bloodlines? How do we get so many different bloodlines if all these dogs come from the same dogs? Now I'm going to give you another minute to figure that out. How we get them? How we get so many different bloods? If we all agree that these dogs come from the same dogs. You know why we got so many different bloods? Because them brothers doing what y'all didn't do. What y'all won't do. What y'all afraid to do. Take pride in their stock. Oh, this a Williams something dog. This a Johnson something dog. This a so-and-so something dog. When they left that brother yard, that line was that brother. You know, whatever that brother last name was, or whatever he felt like his kennel name was, when you go back, the further you go back, when you start getting into modern day times, you see a lot of kennel names. When you go further back in them pedigrees, everybody went by their last names. Pretty much. Mostly everybody went by their last names. That was the bloodlines, the Lightners. You know, the Lightner dogs, these kind of dogs. The Kobe dogs. But when you get to modern day times, what happened, my brothers? I'm not going to let up on this thing. When I'm done with it, y'all brothers going to be calling y'all dog a line. And don't worry about what the next man say, you know. We can all read. We can all agree that no matter if it's Mr. Roberts' line or whoever line, we can all read and see these dogs go back to whatever dogs that you want in your pedigree to see if this is the kind of dog you want bred. But I don't mean that this not his line. You won't let Mr. Roberts claim his line because you keep saying it's a red boy dog. Oh, this Bailey's Bingo. Oh, this Big John. Oh, this. Let the man represent his blood. Where these new laws and rules come in at? So since we agree that 75% of the dogs come from the same dogs, now we sit back and we look past Eli and all them dogs, go back. Brothers weren't using kennel names, strictly last names. Everybody was considering themselves bloodlines. This is my line. That's the whole point of not giving the brothers the correct pedigree back in them days. Not giving the brother no pedigree at all back in them days. This is my line. This is my sauce. I may have a hound dog. I may have a bulldog. Whatever kind of dog I got in them. But it's mine. This is my line. When you get this dog, this is the dogs that represent me. Not no me sell dogs for 15, 20 years and these dogs still represent for a man that never met me in his life? No. Where do y'all get that part of the dog game from? And this is not just happening. This been started since the 90s. Y'all brothers in the 90s didn't come in, want to take over and run your own bloodline. Some brothers did. And I say take over, I don't mean run stuff. I mean come in and feel like you are equal as the next man. Come in and understand the game. Stop, keep your head up out them sporting dog journals. A lot of y'all only got your dog knowledge from a damn journal. You never got really real hands-on with these dogs out here. See, yeah, everybody can take care of a dog for Parvo, Balbesia, and all this stuff. When you're reading out a journal, it's going to tell you to shoot them with this, shoot them with that, shoot them with this. But do all that stuff work? Did you do it in real life? You know what I'm saying? Did you go through them problems in real life and battle them problems in real life and make it through them problems in real life? What happened to this newer generation of dog brothers? And I'm not talking about these 2000 era. I'm talking about the 90s that came in. Y'all didn't come in wanting to be leaders. Only a handful of brothers wanted to be leaders. And if you wanted to be, you didn't show it. Yeah, you had champions. Yeah, you had grand champions. It ain't what I'm talking about. You had a champion, but your dog ain't known. Only dog known is the dog that's 3 times in your pedigree or the dog that you got him off of. Your dog ain't known, but you quick to represent the dog that's in his pedigree. That's what I'm talking about. You see? That's what I'm talking about. A lot of brothers don't want me to push that agenda to where everybody equal. And I'm not talking about by no color. I'm talking about as a dog man. You are no better than me if you take care of your dogs. If we both take care of our dogs, you ain't no better than me. And I'm gonna make you different. And what sets us apart is when you ain't taking care of yours. It's when you got yours living like this and I got mine living like that. That's what sets us apart. What's the difference? What difference does it make your dog got this nice little setup, this nice house he in, and all, and his stomach full of worms. When every time he go, he can't even walk around all day without having stomach cramps. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep him with solid stool. Every time he shit 5 or 6 times a week, 5 or 6 days out the week, he got loose stool. You can't figure out how to keep it tight. But your yard pretty. Like I said before, a lot of y'all got pretty yards and you take Parvo to the next dog man yard and you won't take accountability. You know, but hey man, all I'm trying to do is figure out, you know, am I the only person that see it? And like I said, the same way we say 75% of the dogs came from one group of dogs. We all can look at them pedigrees and we see that, oh, I'ma say 97%, 97% of these dog brothers from them old days, all of them use their last name. %97 of them. And I ain't talking about, like I said, not even talking about the 80s. I'm talking about 60s, 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s. No money, no big money involved. Once the money get involved, now these brothers want to keep it sot the way it is so you can keep the money coming the way it need to be coming. See, it was no money involved in the early days. It was about bulldogging. Money was involved. Don't get me wrong. Money was involved, but not like it is now. You know exactly what I mean. Not like it is now. Once the money got involved in the 70s, the 80s, 90s, it's a money thing. What kind of dogs you selling? Eli dogs, Jeep dogs, these kind of dogs. It never changes now. And then these brothers, they won't support nobody who try to do their own thing. Nobody. It ain't just me or the next brother. You don't support nobody. And a lot of y'all don't got hustle game. You know, you can apply that hustle in the streets, but you don't know how to apply that same hustle to something legal. You know? Like I said before, holla at PBK9s. You can go on the store that I'll be linking to my videos, or you can holler at me directly and get these, different ones. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of different stuff, some gonna like it, some ain't. It's exactly what the shirt say is his eyes gonna be. Some gonna like it and some ain't. And like I said, I'm a hustler, man. If you want a different dog up there, if you want your dog in between the circles, some gonna like it, some ain't. Just let me know. We customize, man. We customize all sizes, all colors. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I'm rocking with my folk that rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and like I said, 90-some% of them brothers, every single brother that I sold a puppy to, just because you got your puppy from PBK9s, yeah, it's a PBK9s puppy. It can be a whoever puppy you want it to be. But I'm telling you to your face, you know what I'm saying? Just because you bought it from me, the day you bought it from me, now that dog represents you. If it don't, I'm talking about if it make that cut, that dog represents you. That's your dog. And you know where you got a good dog from or a great dog from. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you do great things with that dog represents you, man. If this was 1930 and you had that dog from PBK9s, that dog was going to be representing you. It represent me as well for giving you a great dog. But you know exactly what I'm talking about, my brothers. Y'all boys get a good dog now, you make it represent 30 years ago. You make it represent fellas that's dead now. These fellas got more problems to worry about. They worry about if you giving them props with a dog or not. You know what I'm saying? At this point, So, I mean, man, if you ain't going to take pride in yourself, all I can say is step back and don't interfere and don't bother and don't hinder the brothers that's trying to do their things. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do want to talk about this real quick. One brother asked, give some ways to build a dog sperm count up or build a dog sperm up. So I did a little research on it and just, some ways other than just giving them your sperm up. Because you can give them your sperm up, but it's a shot that I gave a dog. The same place, Revival Animal Revival, I ordered a shot. And I'm talking about when you give them the same way you get the shot to make your dog go in heat, you can get the shot that, but I'm talking about he make, I don't know what it do. You know what I'm saying? But he drops a load. But all jokes aside, keeping a healthy dog is one of the main ways to keep your dog's sperm build up. You know, once you breed a dog, it takes 2 full months. It takes 2 full months for his sac to fill back up with new sperm. Now, when we saying that, doesn't mean that he can't have puppies throughout them 2 months. It just means in order for his sac to get filled back up, you can breed him one day and you gotta leave him for 2 months and it'll be back filled again the way it was the first time. Now you can breed him today, you can breed him tomorrow, and you can breed him the next day. And I'm quite sure you can breed him every day and won't have, I don't know, I doubt you could drain his sac. You probably always have something where he can have a puppy. But we just talking in general, and with brothers with studs and like to keep their dog's sperm count up strong. So I just got a few of the things that does keep a dog's sperm count up strong, which are fish oil. Plenty of fish oils out there. You got your cod liver oil, salmon oil, different fish oils. Oysters, keeps a dog's sperm count up. Vitamin B9 folate, vitamin B9 folate as well. Vitamin C and vitamin E beta carotene. And you can find these different things. That's why I'm calling these things out, because you can find these ingredients in your everyday food or your everyday products that you buy that's healthy for dogs. So we got your vitamin E beta carotene, your omega 3s. Your omega 3s have been scientifically proven to build a dog's sperm count up. Zinc and perna mussels. Perna mussels, which is just like oysters. And this is some of the things that, like, I researched that'll build your dog's sperm count up. The structure that I'm using, that the vertex and stuff like that, is supposed to be good for building dog's sperm count up. If you read on the bag, it'll tell you, or if you do a little research, it'll tell you. It's just basically keeping you a good, healthy dog, man. Keeping you a healthy dog, because illnesses, I tell y'all, just like I had the champion little country dog, the illnesses in a dog, stress, if a dog is stressed out and he's going through different things, it knocks his sperm count down. It makes the amount of sperm low. Forget the sperm count. We talking about the amount of sperm that actually coming out of the dog, period. You know what I'm saying? It's low because your dog has got some type of wounds, injuries, or how some brothers roll. You don't know your dog is stressed, and it's going to affect you in ways that you don't know. Ways that you don't know. But I'm just giving my brothers and my sisters a little bit of info when it comes to keeping that dog's sperm count good and strong, man. Keeping it good and strong. We done came to the conclusion that 75% of these dogs come from the same dogs. We done came to the conclusion, because if anybody think I'm lying, please go to a pedigree and go to the 1960s on back. Go to the 1960s on back and tell me what dogs is coming off which dogs. And I'm not going to say it's no kennel names from the 60s on back, but I will say they're going to be slim to none. It's going to be like a grain of pepper in a salt shaker, or salt in the pepper, or, white on rice. A grain of pepper in rice, it's going to be slim to none. And that don't got nothing to do with the dogs. That got something to do with the mentality of the dog man. That should tell y'all brothers, them boys only cared about the dogs. Money, like they say, a money trail. Follow the money, and you see what's what. Follow the money, brother. And you're going to follow them back to all these bloodlines that y'all can't keep out y'all damn mouth today. But if you represent your bloodline, the money trail will lead to your dogs. Don't get me wrong, my brothers and sisters. We talking about legal stuff here. We talking about legal stuff, so if you can't comprehend and you don't fit in with legal talk, hey, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Like I told you before, it ain't who got the most, it's who lasts the longest. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, PBK9 still gonna keep giving it to my brothers, man. Gonna keep giving it to my brothers. I don't know no other way to give it to you but fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Bubba gonna like it. And some days Bubba ain't. You know. Some days you ain't, big dog. Now, when it comes to male or yellow puppies, I will tell you, I'm only letting go 2 males. You know, everything else is in-house. I'm only letting go 2 males. You know, when it comes to the pedigrees, if you've been following my channel, if you've been following me, you know, and that's the people I'm really trying to let my dog go to, or my dogs go to, people that I know, because most likely they know what type of stuff I'm on, and they're gonna be that type of dog man, a great dog person. If you gotta ask me the peds and all that, that means you haven't been following me. Everybody know what Mellow Yellow off. Everybody know who Fletcher off. You know, not everybody. My new folk that's coming in, but that's why I tell y'all, man, get your ass off some of them corny ass dog boards and get on some of these real dog channels and learn you something. You know what I'm saying? Find out that thing you feeding over there ain't real, big dog. Bootleg. Bootleg. A lot of y'all don't want to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like I always say, man, it don't take nothing from the dog in your yard, but self. You know, they didn't build that at the Lamborghini factory. You got a Lambo, but they ain't built it at that factory. I don't know where you got yours built at. Like Gucci told Jeezy, you got that thing at Pick and Pull. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen here. Don't let me find out y'all boys getting them dogs from Pick and Pull. Let me find out y'all getting them dogs from Pick and Pull and papering them up. All right, now. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like I said, man, if y'all brothers ain't gonna take pride, step aside, let another brother do it, and then don't hate on him. See, these brothers will get behind your back, my brothers who trying to do their things. You know how hard it is out here to do your thing. But they get behind your back and then say, oh, this and oh, that and oh, this and oh, that. I just told you what my dogs was. You know, like I said, follow the money trail. Follow the money trail. A lot of these brothers came in this dog game. We ain't gonna let certain people take the blame all the time. We know the dope boys came in here and screwed up the dog game when they came in. But we ain't gonna let them take the blame for this. This is not their fault. This is before them. When brothers start realizing they can make a lot of money off these dogs. Things switched up. Things switched all the way up. Now folk could do anything to keep it from going the way it should be. You know what I'm saying? Going the way it should be. Because I can't rely on none of these dogs in your pedigree. Only thing I can rely on is your dog. My male or yellow puppies. You can't rely on that Big John. You can't rely on the Rattler. All you can rely on is Mellow Yellow and Fletcher. The pedigrees, they're straight. It's all good and straight. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And we know what's bred this way, what's bred that way, this and that and this and that. But at the end of the day, you can only rely on what you got your hands on, what you got in your yard. If I had Rattler in my yard, I could rely on them. I can't rely on them. I can't breed them. I can't get no puppies off of them. What can I do with them? Why am I relying on them? Me and Fletcher got dust to kick up. Me and Mellow Yellow got dust to kick up. You know? If you get a puppy out Mellow Yellow or one of them dogs because you like it, or because you want to get one because you like it, it's either 2 ways you can see it. You may like what she's off, or you may like how she act. You know? And this is the thing I'm asking some of the brothers that ask me about the peds. You know, it furthermore shows me. And I'm going to put this on all of us. I'm going to put this on all of us. Have you ever seen a dog? I'm talking about my real dog, man, who deal with bulldogs. We always talking about get the good dog, get the good dog, get the good dog. How many of us have ever went and bought a dog and didn't ask the man what he was off for, period? Bought the dog, walked away. How many of us ever did that? But it take because your 80 some year old hero or your 70 some year old hero or your 50 or your 30 or your 20 some year old hero tell you this, you believe it. You know? Hey, I mean, I just be having questions, man, and want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, how many brothers seen a dog they like, paid for that dog? You knew it was a full-blooded pit bull, that's all you had to know. How many did that? If you see a dog you like and you want and you know you like him for sure, and then you ask about the pet, we all do it. Not just you, I do it. And when you ask about the pet, it's showing that you are more interested in what you say you're interested in. You claiming you only interested in the dog himself, but you're showing a little more interest in the dog, and you're showing interest in what he's off of and this and that. If the dog is a good dog, that's what you say, right? If the dog a good dog, he a good dog. That's all that matter, right? You know, that's all that matter. So a lot of y'all brothers, when you ask me what the pet is, if I show you the pet and you don't like it because you don't like the pet, but you like the dog, you don't put the dog in your program. So that's why your program is going to always be at a certain point because you're looking for the wrong things. You're trying to match paper to paper. Paper to paper match, but paper to paper don't work. You know what I'm saying? When it come to working, working, working. When it come to working, papers don't match. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about putting them side by side and looking at them and looking cool and getting out there in the yard and having a good conversation, drinking a beer and talking about, oh man, look at this. Oh, check this out. Look at that. Oh yeah, it do all that. Yeah, it do all that. But when it come to performance, papers don't got nothing to do with that. It's called breeding, proving to proven, breeding great to great, breeding proven stock, getting consistent, great dogs with working ability. A lot of brothers out there got some great dogs out there with a lot of great working ability. All I ask of you, my brothers, is if you're not ready to take control of your line yet, don't stop the next brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't get in the way of the next brother saying, oh man, these right here, these Smith's dogs, Smith's Rocco. You know what I'm saying? Smith's Rocco. This is Smith line of dogs. This ain't Red Boy. These dogs are known to be what game? Game is dogs in 2004. The Smith dogs. Let a brother do what he do if you ain't ready to stand up and make your moves. That what you know what that's called, right? You do know what that's called, the crab in the barrel mentality. You know what I'm saying? The crab in the barrel mentality. Don't have it, man. Every little thing count when it comes to the next brother doing their thing with these dogs. You know, I mean, I don't really know what other way to put it. Like I said, man, a lot of y'all brothers, you get all emotional about certain things. You start getting your feelings about certain things. You know, sometimes you just gotta stay in the conversation that belongs to you. You know, I mean, it just is what it is, man. It is what it is. And like I said before, I ain't gonna bite my tongue for none of y'all. I had my own bulldogs, did my own bulldogging, and I didn't need a person to hold my hand. You know what I'm saying? And I bulldog with the best. So, you know, I'm just gonna always play it like that, man. Uh, y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay legal out there. Remember, remember where you get it from, man. Where you get it from the best. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all before I get up out of here. Got them showing their whole yard and everything. That ain't gonna stop brothers from knowing them dogs is track stars. Jackie Jordan Kersey, Ben Johnson, Carl Lewis, Hussein Bolt, Sakari Richardson. Now I was pretty fast my damn self. You know what I'm saying? But hey man, you know, they make competitions for the kind of dogs that you're breeding. If you're breeding track stars, they make lure chases and all other kind of stuff for them kind of dogs. Dogs that are fast on their feet. You know, the kind of dog that he be doing his thing. And he'll jump up out that thing. You see how bass come up out the water when you got him hooked? He'll jump up out that thing. Pew! And like I told y'all before, a few videos back, them kind of dogs there is dangerous. You get in front of them and try to stop them and catch them, you're getting bit. Them kind of dogs is dangerous, boy. If they think you trying to stop them, to keep them there, to take some more of that, they gonna bite you. But yeah, man, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay legal. And remember, you know, we don't condone in doing anything illegal. And I tell brothers and sisters every day, you know, be the modern day jackass that end up on PBK9's Dog Talk and News. And I'm out.